This is First and 10 on Color 10 Sports.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to First and 10 and Week 4 of the high school football season. The West Plains Zizzers have zigged and zagged their way to a 3-0 record and a number 4 ranking in Class 4. Tonight, the Zizzers took on Kickapoo, and that's where we find Color 10's Dan Malloy.
Tonight we got an up-close look at perhaps the breakout team in the Ozarks this season. West Plains had 3 wins, 3 blowouts through Week 3. And as you said, Dan, Class 4, number 4, did not take its foot off the gas pedal tonight against a Class 6 opponent, the Kickapoo Chiefs. Kickapoo goes up against one of the top teams in the Ozarks. West Plains won its first 3 games by an average of 42 points. The Zizzers begin the night deep in their own territory, but Braden Lidgard goes off tackle and goes the distance. The first-team All-State tailback goes 95 yards untouched on the first play from scrimmage. Later in the first, West Plains threatening again, but senior Ravion Harrell stops that drive with a big sack on 3rd down for the Chiefs. Almost every first-half drive started in Kickapoo territory. First play of this drive, Connor Rackley throws a beautiful ball to Alan Marchak. That's a 31-yard touchdown, 14-0 West Plains. Those 2 juniors would connect once again in the first quarter. Rackley keeps the play alive, flips it forward to Marchak for another touchdown. The Z's were just taking care of business. Now in the second, Lidgard follows a tremendous block by guard Micah Caudle and finds the end zone for the 3rd time. All Zizzers tonight in Springfield. Just before halftime, Rackley slings it over the middle to Daniel Cobb on the slant for 6 more. West Plains is 4-0 going into Week 5. It'll be a showdown, a home game against state-ranked Lebanon.
These guys are in trouble. They're in trouble. All business this week. You know, they're having fun right now, but it's time to go to work. I'm ready to work when I get home.
We're pretty confident, but we know we have to stay humble. And we know what's up next week. Lebanon coming in our place. We have room to improve. We had some people injured, but it's next man up.
This is 2 years in a row that West Plains has started the season 4-0, but the last time the Zizzers started a year 5-0 was back in 2015. Needless to say, Dan, this big game next week, Lebanon against West Plains, both teams 4-0, very well may decide the 2018 Ozarks Conference Championship. Reporting live in Springfield, Dan Malloy, Ozarks First.
Thanks, Dan. It's only Week 4, but Nixa and Ozark renewing their Christian County rivalry tonight. 1-2 Nixa Eagles hosting this year's Backyard Brawl. Ozark coming into the game 0-3, and Nixa would score first with a little razzle-dazzle in the first quarter. The inside handoff to Sean Sample with the fake pass. Sample takes it around the right side, turns the corner, and then takes it 42 yards to the house for a touchdown. 7-0 Eagles. End of the first quarter, Ozarks' Chance Strickler would throw to the far sideline. Jacob Skaggs is there for the catch and then heads toward the end zone, but Nix's Nick Nielsen would chase him down and get him at the 10-yard line. Ozark, though, would cash it in. First play of the second quarter. This time it's Strickler keeping the ball, takes it in for a touchdown. That made it 7-7, but Nixa wins the Backyard Brawl with a big 42-14 victory. Eagles are now 2-2. 3-0 and number 1 ranked Webb City Cardinals at 2-1 Branson tonight. Last play of the first quarter, the Pirates, Gabe Sylvester, the quarterback, rolls to his left, then runs to the right, then just throws it downfield to Rashawn Johnson. He makes the catch. That's good for 40 yards in a 1st and 10, and would set up a field goal, 3-0 Pirates. But on the ensuing kickoff, Webb City's Devin Weathers gets the ball on the 1 and takes it right up the middle of the field. Out sprints the defenders and takes it to the house. That's a 100-yard touchdown return. That made it 8-3 Cardinals with the 2-point conversion. Later in the first quarter, the pitch goes to Weathers. He breaks a couple of tackles right there and then takes it into the end zone, 49 yards for a touchdown. 16-3 Webb City. The Cardinals would block this punt deep in Pirate territory. The Cardinals would score a few plays later. That made it 22-3, but Webb City would have to hold off a late Branson charge Cardinals are 4-0, but they won 22-20. The 1-2 Bolivar Liberators hosting 1-2 Marshall Owls. Owls going for a Hail Mary early, but this ball is overthrown, and Bolivar's Cooper Hitchcock is there to pick it off for the interception. Liberators would cash that turnover in. Later on the drive, Hayden Burks, the lefty, throws to Brock Pitts. Check out the catch. Toe tapping on the sideline. A 12-yard touchdown strike, 7-0 Bolivar. Marshall, though, would march it back down the field. Jace Lance would roll right and hit Jalen Varner with this 30-yard pass down to the 2. And then on the goal line, Tariq Coleman would punch it in from a yard out. This would tie the game up at 7-7, but that's as close as it would get because the Liberators would even up their record at 2-2 with a big 47-7 victory over Marshall. And that's going to bring us up to our timeout here on 1st and 10 on the other side of the break. We're going to check out highlights from Rogersville and Catholic, but first, here's a look at local college football kickoffs. 1st and 10 will be right back.